Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Four down, check.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Made here by Tyler Lockett. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 72 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go, D, tighten up.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Wilson on 1st down. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? When they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett.
They ain't moving the ball on this deep.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Open man is Ursula. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Carson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the #1 game because the #1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the #1 seed. I think the #2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the #1 team in the NFC West, and the Rams have to have it if they have any designs of making the playoffs. The #3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas, but Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks. And then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the #4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this state, in this instance.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter #3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's it, baby.
That's good for 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So it's an old school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Wilson throwing on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Let's go.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Mike's 56. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 60. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
4 down.
On third down, Carson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
19. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mike spot 4.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving.
And New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. And
thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. Accelerating, and off he goes. And a cut to the right, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 75 yards. As his... We drop you in now to first quarter action as the offense begins this drive.
I got him.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll roll him out right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. It's complete. Stills. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Let's go.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
But this was a pass all the way.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities this season to go 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's going to take this one back to the 37. Yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Drake. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And brought down, but not the... For reaching the 45-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 55 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 57 yards. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and